What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a liar. Sorry, I lied. We were shown a new card yesterday. The reveal of the day yesterday was a WaruMonzaemon. Now, that ended up getting pushed because we had really big news about delays, so I wanted to make that the only video I did yesterday, which is why we've delayed it till today. But I basically replied to a tweet about that card and said, you know what? It's one vanilla card. I don't think I can justify doing a video about one vanilla card. And I meant it, incidentally. When I said it, I meant it. Here's the thing. Firstly, several people got in touch and went, what's it? Your boy Monzaemon's back. Why haven't you done a video about this? Fair. Secondly, a bunch of people have been asking me what I thought about the card, whether I love Monzaemon or not. And thirdly, this is a genuinely really good relevant card, which is actually going to end up being one of the most played cards from BT5, from the entire set. This is going to be one of the cards that sees the most amount of play. So the thumbnail makes it clear it's a video about a vanilla card, and I'm not posting it in the Facebook group. It's just for you lovely people who are subscribed and checking and all of that. So let's take a look at WaruMonzaemon and why it's so gosh darned good. Also, I still love Monzaemon. He's my boy. I think I might have a favourite Digimon at last. So WaruMonzaemon then, what do we get? We got a level 5 Digimon with a 5 cost to play normally, which is really low. A 2 cost to Digivolve, which is lower than normal. 6,000 power. And okay, right, the 6,000 power is pretty bad. Don't attack with it. To be honest with you, most level 5s are lower power than level 6s and 7s. So if you take your average level 5 and you attack a security stack, you're going to be destroyed by a level 5, a level 6, or a level 7 and survive against a level 3 or a 4. Most of the time, you shouldn't be attacking with level 5s, attacking the stack, unless you are willing to give up the Digimon. If you're willing to give up the Digimon, that's fine. But if you've got like a 7,000 power or an 8,000 power level 5, you really, especially 7,000, which is the average, you really shouldn't be attacking the stack. Now, you show me a Megadramon, which has got 9,000 power, yes, attack the stack. Because now, you can almost, not entirely, but you can almost rely on being able to take out a level 5 if you hit it in the security stack. And that means you're taking out 3s, 4s, and 5s, and you're only losing to level 6s and 7s if 7s are played. So now we can feel a little bit better about it. If you're playing a Digimon like that, attack the stack. But my theory has always been, and I've been really clear about this, your average level 5 is going to lose in a fight, or at least tie, but in a security battle, it's the same thing. To level 5, 6s, and 7s, you shouldn't be attacking a security stack unless you're willing to give up the Digimon. So we don't care about the power, and we've got both the cheapest level 5 black to play normally and the cheapest level 5 black to Digivolve. There is no other level 5 black which is a 2 cost to Digivolve. There is no other level 5 black which is a 5 cost to play normally. Now, the vast majority of them, in fact, I'm on DigimonCard.dev at the moment, a great website for research. Literally every single level 5 black that we've seen so far has an evolution cost of 3. Literally every single one. Which is weird. That's strange. And if we look in terms of play, you know, we've got some level 5s that are a 6 cost to play normally. We've got Megadramon. For what it's worth, we've also got the Metal Tyrannomon from the starter deck that is, in fact, exactly the same. Like, it's got different artwork, and it's got a different name, which means you can play it along with Megadramon, and you can play 4 of each. But it is, in terms of the card, in terms of the colour and the stats and all of that, it is a literally identical card. So you've got those two that are a 6 cost to play normally. The other one, which I think can just go into any deck quite nicely, is the Metal Greymon from the starter deck, whereby when you Digivolve, one of your Digimon gets blocker until the end of your opponent's next turn. So actually, although it's a 6 cost to play normally, you never want to play it normally. For completeness sake, the one we've missed here is Rygeludramon, whereby it's got an inheritable skill. When you attack, if you're a level 7, you Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. So you could play Rygeludramon here purely as I'm playing a level 7 deck. But my point is, if you're playing a Digimon in black and you're paying 6 to play it normally, you're getting either a powerful vanilla Digimon or you really shouldn't be playing it normally. So that's essentially your choice here. You cannot have a Digimon which is as cheap to Digivolve. This is the only one. You cannot have a Digimon which is as cheap to play normally. But you can have ones which are one more to play normally, and essentially your only choice here is to go for the really powerful Digimon. And to be fair, if you want to pay one more memory to play normally, but you want to have a level 5, which can legitimately attack, and you can all but rely on surviving, it's hard to argue at this stage. I'm going to be kind of alright with that. So what we've got here is an incredibly cheap Digimon to play and an incredibly cheap Digimon to Digivolve into, and this is why it is going to see a huge amount of play. It is going to instantly make black decks cheaper to play, which means you are spending less memory, which means you're evolving more often, which means you're drawing more cards, and essentially black decks just got better. This single card makes black decks better, and I can prove it to you, because go and look at a bunch of deck lists that play blue. And I'm not saying that every single one will, but I am telling you that a lot of blue decks play Monzaemon. Now this is one thing that really interests me about the card, is the fact that it is literally Monzaemon but a different colour. Same cost to play normally, same cost to Digivolve, same power, same level, and it's some version of Monzaemon here. And Monzaemon sees a huge amount of play in blue. And there's a reason it sees so much play in blue. It's super cheap to play, it's super cheap to Digivolve, and although it's fairly not powerful, I've given you the whole argument, no one cares about the power. And in blue, it's your only option, so you're going to play it. Over in yellow, we've got the same card of a different name. We've got Sirenmon, and Sirenmon sees a bunch of play in yellow. Why? Because 5 cost to play normally, 2 cost to Digivolve, no one cares about the power. Over in purple, we've got Skullmeramon, and again, sees a bunch of play in purple, because 5 cost to play normally, 2 cost to Digivolve, 6,000 power. The only one that doesn't see all that much play is Skullscorpiomon. Now, this is a level 5. Now, to be fair, Skullscorpiomon only came around recently in BT4, and it does see some play in green decks. But the thing about green is they've got a whole bunch of level 5s, like, for instance, Blossomon, which actually allow you to Digivolve for nothing, because they've got Digisorption -3, which says you can rest one of your Digimon in order to minus your evolution cost by 3. So clearly what you do here is you use Digisorption to actually Digivolve for free. And it's not just Blossomon that can do this, incidentally. It's also the level 5 Argamon. So when you've got 2 level 5 Digimon that can essentially Digivolve for free, that really does stop you caring quite so much about having a 2 cost to Digivolve. It's not to say it sees no play, it does see some play. I've seen it pop up in deck lists, but any that are playing download, which honestly is one of the best reasons to play green, it's not going to pop up so much. And in red, now red is interesting because red's actually got 2 options. Red has got both Groundramon, and look, the best deck around at the moment is either blue Omnimon or red Omnimon, and blue Omnimon are all playing Monzaemon and red Omnimon are all playing Groundramon, which should tell you everything you need to know about how good this card is. But it is interesting to note that red did get Vermilimon in BT4, which is a free cost to Digivolve normally, but it's a 5 cost to play normally, 8,000 power, so it is a second option as one to play normally. But the lower evolution still means I think Groundramon is going to end up being the better of the cards. Every other type has had this before black. All other 5 types or colours have had it, black hasn't. And I've shown you the cards, and I've proven that they see play, and you can go and see a bunch of deck lists if you don't believe me. So the deal with WaruMonzaemon is very simple. It's the cheapest level 5 black to play, it's the cheapest level 5 black to Digivolve, and it has the exact same stat line as cards we've seen in other colours that see a huge amount of play. Expect to see this all over in black decks. As weird as it might sound, it's a 5 WASI card. I define a 5 WASI card as either a game changer, or one that is going to see a huge amount of play in a whole bunch of decks. And if you give me what should be a new staple in every black deck, I'm giving it 5 Wassies, and I'm sorry. And yes, I have made an over 11-minute video about one vanilla card, but it's a really exciting card, and I'm not terribly sorry, because I think the thumbnail made it quite clear what this video was. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, I love rambling on about Monzaemon and how great it is, and I hope you enjoy it even a little bit. So tell me what you think about this card in the comment section. Go nuts, be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.